Alright, round two of voiceover. I got it all uploaded and ready to go for you guys today, and I listened back to it last night, which would be Saturday, December 13th, and the audio cut out. So, all portions of it. So I was like, gotta redo it. So, Sunday morning, 10 o'clock, and here we go. So I am gessoing the back of this page using golden gesso and a Princeton brush. I love those brushes. They're really great. Cleaning up. Now you know how I clean up with a rag. Yeah. So finishing gessoing that page. I'm really liking the golden gesso. It's worth a little bit of extra money to me. Yeah, I got some on the back of my page. So oops. It's worth a little bit of extra money to me because it's smoother. It still gives you that tooth to the paper, but it's smoother than Liquitex. So, and I'm just going to start making a background for this page. I had the sewing from the page behind it and some hot glue where I glued down the threads. So I used this stamp. It was a consignment stamp from Viva Las Vegas Stamps and black archival ink. The stamp is signatures of a bunch of different music composers. So I thought, oh, that's a really cool little scripty stamp, and you know, if you do partials, you really can't really read it. And even if you did, who cares? So you see Beethoven, and yeah, that's fine. So this is another consignment stamp I got from Viva Las Vegas Stamps. I started this page probably a month and a half ago, and I just finished it the other day because of school and everything. So I am using my Pitt Big Brush Marker in gray to create a Harlequin pattern on the background. So as soon as I saw this stamp, I thought, ooh, it's going to make a great background stamp because I can stamp it a whole bunch of times repeating, and I can alternate colors if I wanted to. And so I was like, yes, I have to have this solid diamond. And yeah, so speaking of school, all done. Woohoo! So 2 A's, 1 B, and yeah, I aced my statistics final, 99%. The only thing I can think that I possibly did wrong was I misspelled my last name. That's the only thing I can think that I did wrong, because I did so well on that. So, this is an UmWow Studio stencil, and this is called Lines of Chevron. I love this stencil. It gives almost like a tire tread kind of pattern, which I know sounds funny, but it's really cool. And I'm thinking, like, when my son starts driving in like 8 years, 9 years, I can use this to simulate tire treads. So, but it's cool. It just gives a really cool pattern. And I had made the background before this point, like probably a week or two before I did this part. And then I went in and did this part, and I was rushing because I didn't have very much time. I had to go get back to schoolwork, so I just wanted to put some stuff on. And while I was making this, I messed it up and touched like 1 or 2 areas of the tire tread and kind of messed it up. So I was like, oops. So I don't know why I leave all this cleaning footage. Like, you really need to see, or want to see, but that's okay. So I woke up this morning to an angry text message from my friend. She goes, no video. I'm like, technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get it done. So yeah, it's 10 o'clock, and I just woke up, which is so not me. And I'm trying to get downstairs and get coffee, but I've got to get this processing first. So I mixed up a couple different colors of paint, and they were Aquamarine, which was a fluid acrylic by Utrecht, which is available at Blick, and some Phthalo Turquoise by Golden. And so I just put it on, blobbed some of it off, let it run around a little bit, added some more color right here, which is why I left a couple seconds of drying footage in, and added some water. I just wanted this really runny, watery look. So this is Inka Gold, in silver, and I love this product. It's so cool. Um, I don't know that okay. So I didn't tell you this when I was using the stencil, the lines of chevron stencil that has all that texture. I used the pumice gel. I think it's by Liquitex, and so it's got all this really cool texture. But it hurts. It hurts like when you're putting Inka Gold or something like rubbing it. It hurts because it's so textured. So that hurt. That's okay. So I wanted a little bit more shimmer. The pumice gel, or whatever it's called, pumice. Well, anyway, it like soaked up the Inka Gold, so you could see it. It changed the color, but I wanted it a little bit more shimmery. So I took the Stella in, I think it's silver. We have silver, and I'm just going over the tops of the tread portion, and I don't mind if it kind of flows into the middle. This is a very subtle shine. You can see it in the final page, but it's subtle. And then just some white fluid acrylics and water just to do some splatters. Okay, so this is phthalo turquoise, and I just used a little bit of the phthalo turquoise just to splatter it on to get some darker areas. This is 7-Dot Studio paper. The name of the line is Destination Unknown, and it was designed by Didi Catrone. It is absolutely gorgeous, and so I'm going to use a few things from that pack. This is the stencil, one of the stencils that coordinates with that line, and it's made by 7-Dot Studio, and it's called Compass Mask. It's really pretty. It's a thin mask, so you can't do a whole lot of like thick techniques like I did with the lines of chevron stencil, but it's still pretty. So my mistake here was that I used the Heidi Swapp Color Shine, and the reason I'm calling it a mistake is because Heidi Swapp Color Shine dries lighter. So I tried kind of covering it up, and you can still kind of see the shape through it, but that's okay. But it dries lighter than it comes out, and the problem with that is then your stencil's not as defined as you wanted it to be. Plus, I was putting that stencil on top of all that texture, and that stencil is so detailed. So you can kind of see like a star shape in the background. That ends up working to my advantage later. This is a tag. You can see the tag in the upper right hand corner. I colored it up, but I didn't get the sorry, my wife has to print as soon as I start. Yeah, anyway. So I colored it with peacock feathers and pumice stone. I'm going to talk louder over all of the hideous noise of the printer sitting next to me. I'm going to so get you later. So, and it's on a photo paper, and I'm not reloading it. So that was some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in black velvet. And do you see the treatment I get? I'll show you treatment. So I'm just playing around with a whole bunch of collage elements. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, I have some gauze, from a surgery I had years ago left over. It's not actually left over from surgery. As you can see in the upper left-hand corner, they were brand new. But yeah, I just colored them up, and I was trying to see if I was going to use them on this. I didn't end up using it. But this is where I was just going through like how I'm going to use this, and I was talking to my friend about it, and she's like, "It's all the colors are too much the same. Everything's the same, so that's why it's all blending." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." So that's all kind of pointless. So anyway, I mentioned in an earlier video that I hurt my ankle. I did not break it on Halloween. More white splatters, by the way. I did not break it, but I did tear a whole bunch of tendons. So I'm officially handicapped according to the state of Nevada, but I get good parking. Well, you only get good parking because it takes you forever to do things. So I'm in physical therapy and everything. So I traded school for physical therapy. Yeah. So I have that piece of canvas in the background that I colored with Distress ink, I think in brushed corduroy. And then I used a sticker from the Destination Unknown line, and it says Silver Stars. So I knew I had the star confetti by also designed by Didi Catrone, who owns UmWow Studio. So I was like, oh, perfect, I can use some of those stars and paint them silver. So I'm using Liquitex acrylic ink in silver to color up these chipboard stars. And I'm just using the dropper. I'm not even applying any pressure. I'm just letting it kind of come out and just using the tip just to color it. And let's see. So yeah, my ankle's all jacked up. So I'm getting better. I'm almost 100% off the crutches. I haven't used them since yesterday afternoon. So I just use them occasionally, especially when going long distances. So I'll probably use them at work for a while, but at home I'm pretty much off of the crutches completely. So I am adding some Fabri-Tac with to this piece of canvas, and it's just a canvas drop cloth from the hardware store, and I just cut a piece off and then colored it up with Distress ink. And then I'm using still Fabri-Tac to glue down this tag and little piece of dictionary paper behind it. And I used that dictionary paper to kind of define the edge between the tag and the background. And I squeezed a little bit of the Fabri-Tac out onto my craft sheet, and then I'm using tweezers to dip the stars into it. Needed something that would hold these on because they're kind of heavy. I mean, they're not wood veneers, they're chipboard, but they're still, they're thick, so it needs something strong to hold on to. So I didn't want to use hot glue because of those the outline stars, like that one I'm picking up now. You would see all the hot glue seep out from behind it, and the Fabri-Tac's it's thinner, so yeah, just gluing that down. Let's see, anything else? School's done for the semester. I don't go back till January. 2 A's and a B. 99% on my final. Oh, I got a 98 on one of my papers. I'm totally bragging at this point, but I earned that A. So, yeah, still just gluing down stars. I love this Fabri-Tac. I've had this bottle forever. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Plus, it's washable, so if you glue anything down on fabric, you can wash it and it's safe. So okay, so I went back to my sticker sheet and I wanted to see if there was like something else I could use, and I found a sticker that said a sea of stars, and I was like, ooh, I like that. So a sea of silver stars. Plus it alliterates, yay. So I cut off the stars portion. I left it on the sticker sheet. What's funny is that when I bought this pack from Didi, I wasn't going to buy the stickers, and she talked me into buying the whole collection, so I did. And on this page, I didn't use any of the paper, which was originally what I was going to buy, and I just used the stickers and the tag, which was part of the collection. So I'm using some white Studio G ink just to kind of feather in the edges. I lost some footage, but I glued down that silver feather, which was a piece of jewelry of my sister's that broke. And I put on a little bronze clip to kind of bring in that burlap color, and put in a little diamondy stud in there in the hole. And I edged the sides in black archival ink. And that's pretty much it. So feel free to follow me anywhere on social media. I'm Imperfect Impulses, or Imperfect Impulses with Aaron. I think on Pinterest I'm Imperfect Imp, something to that effect. So I will talk to y'all soon. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.